Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jacob Restituto, and I'm a musician from Northport, New York. And today I want to talk about why, if you've ever seen me produce, you've always seen me add noise to I have a specific noise track. Every single one of my tracks. Let's talk about that really quick. Let me show you my screen. This is my noise track right here. This is my song Modern Love. This is the remix version if you want to check it out. It's streamable anywhere. But every single one of my songs for years has this stereo noise track, and let me talk about what it is. I can give you like a better look. This is it right here. It's literally just one track, and if we were to listen to it, this is what it sounds like. Every once in a while, you might hear like a little squeak or something like that. Like I think in the beginning, like there's some sort of like squeak. Maybe if we zoom in a little. There you barely hear some movement or something. So what it is if I'll explain it now. What it is I actually set up my microphone in a vocal booth, and I let it record for it was years ago, for a while, 30, 25, 30, 40 minutes, something like that. And what I did after that is I chopped it up into equal length segments, and then I made like a 5-minute song. So whatever, probably it was probably 35 minutes, and I chopped it all up into five. That would make whatever 25 minutes. My math is sometimes, I'm a musician, so I'm not a mathematician. So 5 different segments of 5 minutes long. And what I did is I put one in the center, because if you have the 5 different segments, then you can layer each of them. So segment 1, then segment 2 goes under here, then segment 3 goes under here, segment 4, because then they'd all be 5 minutes, be a 5-minute segments, rather than just one long 5-minute thing. So I put one right in the center, one slightly to the left, one slightly to the right, and one all the way to the right, and one all the way to the left. So it has this kind of like dome circle of a track. And what that does is I almost always keep it around, if I was showing my screen again, I keep this usually around like -8, somewhere in this like -10 to -6 kind of feel. Usually just -8. It just kind of sits there. And the reason I do that is because I like to add a little bit of ambient noise to my tracks, because I use a lot of samples. I use a lot of Midi instruments. I use a lot of sometimes MIDI drum. I used to use a lot of MIDI drums. I use a lot of synthesizers, and all of those instruments do not actually have real recorded air, because when you're miking up a piano or miking up a real guitar, even when I record guitar, sometimes almost all the time I do DI, direct input, straight into the amp, into the Mac. So when you do that, you lose the real air feel, because what sound is air being pushed. It's wavelengths pushing air. That's how you hear sound. So, or pushing through the air. So you lose that when you use MIDI, when you use these synthesized sounds and pianos and stuff. So I'm actually reintroducing it. So instead of like really having a real piano that I haven't recorded with the real microphones, I use a MIDI piano. But I add that big dynamic layer of sound in there, just to kind of fake the listener into having this real soundscape. It's not something you're gonna be like, oh, this feels real, but it's a subtle thing that I add to my mixes, just to give a little bit of a bass, to just feel a little bit more ambient, a little bit more real, a little bit more realistic, just to take it to the next level. I think I want to give credit where credit's due. I think I saw some tutorial. I think it was either Kygo or Deadmau5, because they use a lot of synthesized. I think it was Deadmau5, because a lot of his music is more just straight EDM and like pads and stuff, and very often you don't hear real instruments. So I saw that he did something like that, and I created my own. So that's how you can make your tracks sound a little bit more realistic, a little bit more full, and just a little bit more like you actually really recorded them. Take them to the next level. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and peace out.